Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. And listen, local entertainment news was served up hot. So much so that Raul said, with my croissant in my belly, I want to get some international news.
I got to get some skin and gesels, especially since my girls out here doing things. And also, by the way, we're like neighbors in a way. We live in the same hood. I'm not going to say where, but that's why.
Give us your address. You might as well. That's beautiful.
I'm just waiting for the invite for supper. I haven't cracked the nut yet. We're getting there.
Listen, I must say, I love seeing Raul go by on his skateboard every now and again.
Oh, excuse me.
Trying to stay young.
Later, take your dogs for a walk.
Oh, that's a plan.
Oh, how are you with huskies?
Anyway, enough screaming about us. Listen, what's happening out in the world?
All right, let's get into it. So, one of my favorite women, her name is Hailey Bailey, not to be confused with Halle Berry. She's one of course, the sisters, the duo, the Bailey sisters. She has been in the news a lot recently, and most, I think, notoriously because of her relationship with her ex Diddy over a custody battle of their kid. Now, a lot of information has come out that I was like, oh, my girl just needs a break. She needs some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm telling you that I think I saw some good news that hopefully tomorrow you can confirm. Is she in love again?
So it looks like she might have a love interest. Okay. She was spotted on a yacht, I'm telling you. She was spotted on a yacht with a potential love interest, a high-profile music producer.
Okay.
It has been such a tumultuous time for her that, you know what, I hope love wins here.
Yeah,
I really do. I know that people have been coming out and they've been slamming her here and there. But her ex-DDG is doing the same thing. He's been spotted with someone as well. So you know what? I'm there for it when it comes to love. It's time for them to move on.
I also think so, because many claims have come out even about DV, domestic violence, and it's just never nice to see the toxicity continue. Like, cut it when the season's over, and then make sure that you enjoy the rest of your life.
And I love the fact that there is like this sort of greener field that you can run to. A lot of this is a reminder of like, choose your fate, choose your destiny, and choose your relationships as well. We don't need to be stuck in this chaos and be backed into a corner. We have the power to choose something better. And I love that there seems to be happiness and there seems to be real love at the end of this. So yes, please, I'm celebrating that.
Okay, I'm glad that we have some good news. Let's continue down that way. Here's some more good news. Now, if you were a fan of The Devil Wears Prada, like I was, absolutely love it. Florals for spring, groundbreaking. If you know, you know. The Devil Wears Prada 2 apparently is officially in production. Tomorrow, confirm the rumor for me. And secondly, please tell me Meryl Streep is still in it.
It is confirmed. Meryl Streep is definitely still in it.
Miranda Priestley is back.
Iconic. Anne Hathaway is also definitely still in. Yeah, and we're looking at it coming out around May 2026.
Absolutely, which is, I mean, in less than a year from now.
For me being like, at that time, one of the most guyly guys, even I enjoyed that movie, I'm going to say. Honestly, I did. So I can't wait to see that sequel that comes through. It's like the whole gang's back together. That's cool.
Absolutely. I love it when they do this because, you know, when it came to Mean Girls, they came out with a new Mean Girls, but the entire thing changed and it was a musical. I was like, don't do it. Then don't call it Mean Girls. If The Devil Wears Prada is coming back, it's got to look like this. I mean, the iconic shoe with the devil horns. I think that's actually Lucian's horn.
You might just be right.
Our very own Devil Wears Prada.
Wow.
I love it.
I can actually see those shoes possibly making a real-life runway reveal. Can you imagine those little like heels?
That's amazing. Okay. May 2026 on the 1st is when you can expect that to happen. The Kardashians, we can't do entertainment news without them. And Kris Kardashian in particular has been looking very nice lately. She got a new face. She's looking absolutely fantastic. So tell me why they're saying she's twinning with her children.
When is she not twinning? With Kim, with Chloe, and even with Courtney, and lately Kendall as well, right? Kris is known to steal her daughter's style, whether it is their fashion sense or their home decor, or even the way that they wrap their gifts during Christmas time, which is a thing in their family.
Of course.
So lately she stepped out in a couture gown, which is being dubbed Clone Couture online. It's a It's a Dolce & Gabbana gown. Which Kim wore exactly the same gown in 2023. Now, I'm not going to lie, she might have worn it better.
Who, Kris?
I promise you.
No ways. Let's see it. You know
She
what?
looks fantastic.
You know what? You're not wrong.
You might be right.
That color
actually.
is fantastic
Whoa.
also.
Also, the updo, I think, does it so much justice. And look, she looks
regal.
30 years younger.
Who is that?
Come on.
I also have this question. Who on earth is that? Did she just not reveal one of her daughters all these years? And now she's just like controlling her daughter from inside her mind? Yeah. I don't know, guys. I've got so many questions.
Wow.
Even
I love
like
that.
the body is giving. Like,
It
look
is.
at that leg being served out there.
Come
like
on.
a little bit of an athletic calf out there.
I love it. I love how upstairs in the production room they're saying, you're not ugly, you just broke. You know, sometimes that's true. Money can do wonders.
Oh, clearly.
And she looks
Yeah.
gorgeous. She does look good though.
She does
really
look
does,
amazing.
yeah.
Gotta give it to her.
How old is she, by the way?
I would say she's probably late 60s by now.
Yeah, she's
That's
69.
insane.
Yeah.
Guys,
69.
That's insane. Can we all
Incredible.
just hopefully make money like that one day and never age?
I receive it. Forever young over here. Well, listen, let's talk about one last story. Maybe a little bit of a dampener, but a vital story we've got to get into because recently it's been announced now, the case of Sean Diddy Combs. He's been trialed for 5 criminal cases, of course, 5 criminal counts, but he was only found guilty on 2 counts under the Mann Act, which prohibits transporting individuals across state lines for prostitution in particular. And he was also acquitted on 3 more serious charges, which included like sex trafficking and racketeering. I personally felt incredibly sad when I saw the sentence. So if he had gotten all 5, it would be 10 years per sentence. And because it's only 2, he's looking at potentially 20 years, but that might not even happen.
Yeah,
Oh.
100%. We'll know I think it's on the 3rd of October that they're
Yep,
going to be doing
that's
sentencing.
right.
So we're all going to be glued to our television sets. I know that there are so many groups of people, especially who represent survivors, that are up in arms, and I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I mean, Diddy was a man that everybody revered. Unfortunately, in Hollywood, it seemed to be a dirty little secret that nobody wanted to speak about, but everybody kind of knew that something was going on. It was news to us,
Yeah.
his fans, and now we've got to wait and see, is the sentence going to match the crime or not?
20 years is not even enough from everything that
not,
we've heard. Seeing Cassie on that stand breaking
my
down while
goodness.
8 months pregnant, like, that was sad.
And speaking
Yeah.
to what we just mentioned, and we made fun of the fact that like money can afford you these good looks, but it's sad to think that this reality plays out into somewhat of the legal system as well, where sentences possibly
Yeah.
are being reduced because of the fact that he might be a public figure,
And
because
he's
he has
Diddy.
money, because he has these connections, etc. I'm not going to get into the conspiracies of it because I'd be here for half an hour and I
Yeah.
have so much to say. But guys, I think this is a massive disappointment for all those that are seeking the truth,
Yes.
that are seeking justice right now.
Yeah.
And I think shared disappointment for many out there. So let's see what actually happens, if he's even going to serve this time or
Exactly.
community service, 2 years, you know, this stuff. But I think this has just shown us the reality, and let us not forget. Let us not forget what occurred here and what was brought to light. I think that's really
Absolutely.
important.
I think so. As a society, we definitely can hold him accountable in other ways, you know, not play his music, for example, and support our survivors in many other different ways that we possibly can. So
Don't buy
3rd of
baby oil.
October, 3 October is when we'll keep our eyes to see exactly how it all plays out. But that's where we wrap up your international entertainment news. I want to give you a high five.
High five.
I get him on that one as well.
Yeah.
And